Hi guys, it's Crystal with Design Bundles. Today I'm going to show you guys how to sublimate on this super cute glitter tote bag. So it's really cute and it's a ton of fun. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've already printed out my design using my Sawgrass printer. You can find this design linked down below. I've got my glitter tote bag from 23ish. I've got my lint roller. I've got my heat resistant tape in case I need that, or my Pro Spray, which is what I'm using today. I'm going to be using the Cricut Easy Press, the 9x9. I've got a parchment paper as well as my Cricut heat pad. So you definitely want to utilize a parchment paper because with this you can tell that it's almost like it's not plasticky, but you don't want to just stick your iron straight to it. So the first thing we need to do is put our heat pad inside. So you definitely want to get rid of any sort of seams. This bag in particular has a pocket inside, so I want to press on the side that doesn't have the pocket attached. So now I've got that in there. I just want to smooth that out and go ahead and take our lint roller and remove any sort of debris that could possibly be on the bag. Now this bag is really cool. It doesn't have a glitter texture. It's inside the bag, but it will give your design a total different look. So I'm going to put the parchment paper in between because you don't want to stick your iron straight to it or your heat press. So put that parchment paper Teflon sheet in between there. And then we are ready to go. So the next thing I'm going to do, you could tape this down, but I'm going to use the Pro Spray for this, and I'm going to spray this outside. I'm just showing you want to put a nice thin coat. Now I've got that sprayed and we are ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and center this right where I want it to be and then just kind of press this down onto the bag. If you guys have not tried any sort of spray adhesive for your sublimation, you definitely should check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and reapply my parchment paper and put down my press and hit go. So I'm going to go ahead and press this 385 for 40 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so we don't waste any time here, and we are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and pull up our press. Once again, you could definitely do this with your heat press too. So now we're ready to go. I'm going to peel it right up, and look how bright and vibrant these colors are on here. They truly pop. So I had somebody the other day, they didn't even realize that you could sublimate on light colors. You can definitely do stuff like this with sublimation, and look how cool that is. Once again, this design will be linked down below, and I did get these bags from 23ish. When it comes to sublimation, you can definitely do it on all sorts of different colors as long as they are light and as long as it is either a high poly count or completely polyester. In some items like this one, for example, you just need to adjust the time and temperature. So there you have it. How super cute is this? It's a ton of fun. I'm really excited about this. This would make a great gift if you need a last minute gift for a little birthday girl. Super cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.